Pelan-pelan, tarik pelan.
Capek ah.
A few moments later.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Desti Trinita with ID number A1212520074. Okay, and I'm from class B. So, in this video, I'm going to explain about the evolution of poetry and the three main types of poetry. So, poetry has changed a lot over time. It started from ancient oral tradition where people recite a story, myth, and ritual. So, poetry has grown from old oral tradition where people told story, people told story and myth into written art. Over time, poetry changed it from and style depending on culture and history. Modern poetry is more free, personal, and open to experimentation. Poetry has evolved through different eras, starting from the Greek and Roman period in 1200 to 455, and then the Middle Age in 455 to 1485, the Renaissance in 1485 to 1919, yeah. And the Enlightenment in 1616 to 1719. Next, the Victorian era in 1832 to 1901 and finally the modern and contemporary period beginning around 1900. So that's about evolution of poetry. We move to explain about the three main type of poetry. So the first one is lyric poetry, which express the poet's personal feelings such as love, sadness, or happiness. Next is narrative poetry, which tell a story or a series of events. This usually has a clear plot. And the last, there is dramatic poetry, which is usually written to be performed and includes dialogue or conflict between characters. So from the whole matter I tell you, we can understand that poetry is always changed and growing, and we can learn that poetry reflect culture, history, and human experience. That each period contributes something unique. We can also gain insight. Different genre of poetry like lyric poetry, narrative, and dramatic, and their various types, of course. So I think poetry help us to appreciate language, creativity, and the evolution of human expression. So I think that's all from me, and I'm really sorry for my mistake. And see you soon.